Okay. All right. I didn't do anything to make this camera start. Okay? I didn't touch anything. I didn't do anything that would say camera start. I'm not ready. Oh my goodness. I'm not ready. I'm gonna be ready. Right? I'm not gonna start over. Oh my goodness. Let me finish. Somebody. How rude. Whoever on my phone, child, I promise you, they start this camera. I did nothing to start this camera. Nothing at all. So, I didn't get to fix wobbly table. You know what I mean? I didn't get to do my edges. Okay? Put them down, God. Put them down. Alright? Because I'm going to keep going. I mean, like, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Alright? Anyway. Hello? Hello, and how are you? Oh my goodness. Listen. So I'm in a noisy space, So please excuse any loud noises you may hear. Anybody walking up to talk to me about something, please forgive me, alright? Just please forgive me, alright? So anyway, I want to say hello and how you doing, right? I have a certain something I want to talk about today, right? But at least I needed like a couple of minutes. I need a couple of minutes, all right? But I might as well jump on in, okay? So welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. Any music you may hear in the background, I do not own the rights to it, okay? I do not own the rights to it, okay? So listen to this. If it's your first time here, right? I want to let you know this is an ongoing story. It's an ongoing story, okay? About surviving being gang stalked and mistreated and smear campaigns and hate groups and all that, people, even officials, even your city officials, people harm people to attack you, mistreat you, and different things like that, right? Okay, so yes, some of all of that has happened. All right? So I pretty much, a while ago, had to deal with some things, right? It started from a while ago. Still dealing with things, okay, many different things, injustices, etc. But guess what? God is so good, I'm still standing. How about that? God is so good, I'm still standing, right? And guess what? I'm not all put back together perfectly, or everything hasn't, taken place, or you know what I mean, or I'm not where I necessarily want to be right now. But baby, honey, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I can't complain about a bit. All right. So let's talk about it. All right. So listen. I'm feeling so good today. So I want to come on and I said I gotta get on. I gotta talk about some things. There's some things I want to talk about. So let me tell you. Every time I move, honey, this table's gonna wobble. So I haven't had a chance to correct what the wobble is. All right. So the camera came on, so I said I'm just gonna flow with it. All right. I'm gonna flow with it. So y'all work with me. All right. So I hope you're having a beautiful day. I pray that you're in a safe place and that you feel loved. How about that? Okay? Listen to this. Okay? So first thing first. I have to relax, okay? Now, I want to let you know, I talked about this being a journey, right? And I've expressed a lot of things. I've also talked about healing, okay? And different things like that, okay? So, I want to let you know, this is my current channel, and I want you to subscribe, okay? Sunshine Brown Welcome is my current channel, and I want you to subscribe, okay? That's one thing, okay? The other thing is, I have another channel that talks about all these different things, about healing, my healing, how I did it, and all that stuff. And when I came back on, and I was happy to say hello to people, I had went through this this healing stage where I had completely shut down because I didn't know what was going on. So I had completely shut down and really like spent time with God. I promise you. Okay, and many people witness this because they know I didn't get my healing from anywhere. And I'm telling you, when I talk about being attacked or someone targeting you or me or whoever, I'm talking about the way that I was targeted. These people did everything they possibly could to me. They did everything that you can think of to me. Okay? So, yes, I'm sitting here. I do not look, neither do I feel like what I've been through. All right? So let me make sure I say that. All right? So, my thing is, I'm going to tell you something. I do not like this with that, but I'm going to leave it there. I don't. Like, that's why I should have had a chance to get myself together. All right? But anyway, so, here it is. I come here because I want to share with you, okay, certain things that may bless you, may help you deal with some things yourself, right? May help you have more understanding of what you may be dealing with that you're not aware of, okay? And just to protect yourself even more so, all right? That's why I show up. So this is my truth channel. I talk about real things, and guess what? On this, I talk about things that has happened to me. Okay, I'm not really here to broadcast anything about anyone else unless it directly has to do with something that has to deal with me, myself. Okay? Alright, so understand that. On here, I'm looking at the fact that I don't have a whole lot of minutes or time on hell. I gotta clear some things out, right? But I want to share this with you. I want to share this with you. Alright. Now, this is something that I noticed. Okay? This is something that I noticed. I noticed something. I noticed some things, right? One of the things that I noticed, we always talk about, let me make sure I give you that channel. That first channel. That's called Nikki Talk to Me with the Red Lips. Nikki Talk to Me with the Red Lips. Nikki spelled Nikki. Talk to Me with the Red Lips. Alright? That's the other channel that I had, that I was using. Okay? And then I decided to, you'll see. If you go there, and I always say, you start from the video with the blonde hair and the red eyeglasses with the bling on them. And I start talking about how happy I am to be back. I hadn't talked. I had just shut down for a very long time. I mean, I had shut down for a very long time. There was so much going on. I had a new, I was going through my healing. Then I had a new grandchild that came in the picture. And then, I had scratched my cornea. You know what I mean? Like, you see there, that's an actual contact injury that I scratched my cornea. So no, I wasn't born with this there or anything like that. And the eye doctor will be removing it. How about that? In the name of Jesus. All right. So yes. So my thing is, and yeah, okay. So my thing is, so I was happy to come back. Now the video that's up top of that, I think I put that one there. The very next video is myself talking about my healing, right? Talking about the healing part, right? Okay, so I'm so happy to discuss that. So go and check that out as well. That's if you want to understand more of what I'm saying. That's the only reason I mentioned it, okay? All right, now I want to share this with you today. Many people talk about many different things, especially healing. Okay, I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm gonna get this healing. Okay, now let me let you know something that's very important about healing. It's forgiving other people and forgiving yourself. Okay, let me tell you what I mean by that. There was something that was on me, like so this is the thing. I wanted to get up at the time that it came over me to talk about it. I wanted to just get up and do it, which I should have did it at that time. But I'm gonna tell you, I look too crazy. I know I look too crazy. I said, these people are going to be looking at me like, what's going on, other than hearing what's coming out of my mouth, okay? I said, I don't want to, but I do better when I just freely talk. I do better, I think, when I just freely talk. Have I tried writing things down and all that to discuss things? No, I haven't, but whenever God leads me to do that, or it's necessary for me to do that, I will do it, all right? So I do better just talking from my heart space, okay? So stay with me. Stay with me. I'm looking at another device here that's going, all right? Now, forgiving yourself. Here's something that I noticed. And I'm so happy I could talk about this today, that I could carve out some time where I could just sit and talk about this, right? I noticed, because, you wonder why people beat themselves up so much, right? Even if you forgave them, they still beat themselves up, right? And the Lord, was dealing with me on this, okay? So I know what I'm talking about. Listen to me. The Lord was dealing with me on this, and I'm going to share this with you, okay? A lot of times, people are just struggling with some awful things that they have done, even the things that they feel that are hidden, meaning other people may not know about it, but it's something that's hidden that they've done, okay, that they're ashamed of, that they're, something that they just can't get out of their mind, meaning they just can't get over with something that they've done, right? Okay? So even if they're forgiven, even if they went to God about it, even if they, whatever, what it is people, beautiful people, a lot of times people just cannot forgive themselves, okay? A lot of times people just can't forgive themselves. That's why a lot of times you find people, if you ever get into, not just in a personal relationship, but just dealing with people, it could be anything. It could be anything, like you come across certain people and they're just so, it's a damn struggle to deal with them. It's such a struggle. And even if they have the most amazing family, even if they're, they're, whatever they're complaining about is not really a complaint to a person that's been through some stuff, right? Now, everybody's scaled different. I know that. Everybody endures things differently. Everybody receives information and things and know-hows differently. We know this, okay? But my thing is, I am letting you know, God clearly told me that, can you just, because I wanted to know what in the world is going on. Sometimes people just will not forgive themselves. But whatever they did in secret, whatever they feel like, especially if they done something to you personally. But I'm not just talking about if they did something to you. I'm talking about even with themselves. Because see, in my mind, there's so many things, okay? Now, I'm also, then did some investigations on people's personalities. That's why I'm glad that God allowed me to go through some places to see some different things and hear some different things. A lot of times people just will not forgive themselves for that thing that they have covered up. So they really do. A lot of times people feel like they're very undeserving, that they don't deserve. And that is because they're dealing with something hidden, usually. Usually folks are dealing with something that's hidden, that they feel like is hidden. Okay? They cannot just let that go. They cannot just let that go. And I'm here to tell you and remind you, I don't care what that thing is. Whatever it is, you can go to God about it. Okay? You can go to God about it. And I'm going to tell you, when you who feel like God has heard you, when you feel like God has heard your prayer, okay? When you feel like God has heard you, because you know you got to feel that also, right? When you've released it and God has heard your prayer, and you know it to be true, okay? I'm telling you right now, go somewhere and sit with yourself and forget, pray unto God. I don't care if you got to go in the closet, go wherever, sit in your car. Go through emotions, honey. It's okay. Forgive yourself. Whatever it, I don't care what it is. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why this is so important. I don't care what it is. I want you to go and you forgive yourself. I don't care what it's been. Forgive yourself. Maybe you want to talk to someone and mention what's bothering you. Maybe it's the person that you, that whatever happened, whatever it may be, I don't know. But you need to go somewhere and forgive yourself. Go sit down somewhere and deal with it. Deal with yourself. So you can forgive yourself and you can move on. Because what happens is, if you don't forgive yourself, you're going to sign up and break somebody's heart, meaning they're going to be trying to love you. I mean, see, this thing I'm teaching right now, I've been through this a long time ago. Where I've been dealt with people, they just, no matter how much you care for them or whatever, that don't mean jack. That's why I won't sign up with no anything. People got to actually have love, self-love for themselves, or they will. They may drive you nuts, okay? So you got to come with that thing. You have to. You have to have self-love. And you can tell when people have total self-love. That don't mean you can't have an issue where something's bothering you. But when people have self-love, you have that self-love thing, guess what you do? You treat other people decent. You treat other people good. You treat other people well. Huh? You know? Your self-love. You can't cover that up. You can't pretend on that. Many people pretend on that, right? But baby, when it get really down to it, you can't pretend on it. People can read it. You the mad person all the time. You pretty, but you mad. You just mad out. Just mad, right? And honestly, it don't take all that. It don't take all that. It doesn't take all of that. All right? Even to get something done, you don't have to do it that way. All right? So anyway, my thing is, if you have something that's bothering you, or whatever, go ahead and forgive yourself. Because a lot of times God already forgave you, but you can't let it go. So what happens is, when we can't let it go, and we have that thing where we don't feel so good about ourselves, guess what we do? We have other people come in our lives, and then we're dealing with their stuff. And then sometimes you'll be caught up in, trauma bonding. You know, I got something, you got something, right? You know, or we feel some type of way that we're forgiving situations and people that we shouldn't. That's a whole nother story, right? Meaning you're accepting. Sometimes you don't forgive yourself. You start accepting things too. That's what I'm trying to say. You start accepting things, right? And we don't want to do that. We don't want to be accepting crap. We don't want to be accepting things that we have no business accepting. Simple as that. You know, we don't want to do that. We don't want to give things a pass that definitely should not have a pass. They should have a go. They should have a go. All right? Just saying. So my thing is, I just wanted to check you guys. A lot of people try to hide it, but sometimes people have things that are from their past that has nothing to do with you. That happened way before they even met you, and different things like that. But they have not forgiven themselves for. Okay? And that's not your responsibility to juggle that. Okay? Or whatever. People have to be responsible for their own great state of mental health. Okay? I'm just saying. You have to be responsible for that. Okay? So yes. You can't receive, I also believe that people don't receive love fully from even other people until you have forgiven yourself. You can't receive it correctly. You're like, and we're like, and you're like, hey, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, right? Nobody wants to deal with that, all right? Because guess what? People are about moving forward, right? Healing properly, right? You know? Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Okay? So I just wanted to chat you on that. And I have a few other things I want to talk about today. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. How about that? Alright? I did really good on time. Go girl. Go girl. Oh my God, I did so good. Alright, let me come back with another one. Alright? Thanks.